quick breakfast before I hit the road. Today is Monday, May 11th, I think, 2022. This is the Flying J in New Milford, PA. Half empty, but was pretty busy on Friday and Saturday, but today is Monday. Half of the people left. You see lots of local guys just park here, strategically using the red cones, also known as Schneiders. And that Holiday Express is where I spent 3 days in my hard-earned money. So from here it's 235 kilometers to Newark, New Jersey. So that's where this load is going on a ship to the happy new owner of this 1998 Roadtech Cold Planer RX60B. Gross weight, machine only, is 83,000 pounds. So the route from here is follow I-81 south to Scranton, and then 380 southeast to 80 east, and then a short stint on 287 a short stunt on 287, and then New Jersey 24, and then I-78, and the port is right next to the Newark International Airport, where I've been a couple of times when flying to Russia. Checking the brakes. So the overall length is 89 feet. And we have 2+2 in the back. And the pusher is down. This is the green light. Again, this is a big difference from Canada. Everybody's wearing masks. Of course, the restaurant is closed, but you can go in and order a takeout food and you can wait right there. But there's just like they left a couple of chairs for people to sit there at the front, but the actual sitting area is closed. Yeah, fuel here was pretty expensive, $285 cash, $291 credit. So on Sunday I dropped the trailer and just bobtail across the I-81 to that truck stop over there, and it was $247, I believe. So saved about $35 US. And this spot, it has a, you know, it's a bit of a hill. I'm like 1 inch off the ground. All right, now we're good. I-81 south.
Continue on I-81 south for 50 kilometers.
Came in on Friday, we had some crazy weather over here. It was snowing, believe it or not. Like first week of May it was snowing, and it kept snowing on the Saturday, but Sunday finally we had blue skies and the snow disappeared. Hopefully till next year. But it was a bit chilly, so +6 Celsius, about 40 F. Heading to the port, and that's the Corbin Street, and there's some kind of a big accident over there near I-78. So I was coming from there, from I-78, and this is Marsh Street, and this is all these container terminals. And as soon as I turned, there's this gate. It's like 100 meters from Corbin Street, and there was all busy here, trucks lined up, 2 lanes, you know, because of the accident. And I missed the entrance because I was not sure if that's the proper entrance. I just pulled forward. I was sitting in the curb lane, but I see there's guys behind me. I cannot sit there, so I pulled off into the there's like a staging area on the right, but I'm past the entrance, and I have the, you know, tandem booster. It's difficult to back, especially with a heavy load, and that's one drawback of 2+2 versus 3+1 is that, you know, in order to back, you have to release the air from the last 2 axles. You have to block that axle, so now you have all the weight sitting on the 2 axles only, right? So whereas if you have a 3+1, you, in order to back, you just have to release the air from the last axle, so you still have 3 axles supporting your weight, right? And that's what I was talking to another guy. He mentioned this, that because of this, he runs quite often as 3+1 unless he needs extra weight. But I'm very curious about this 2+2, so, you know, this is my first successful time with this booster. So anyway, I finally got somebody on the phone from this terminal. I said, guys, where do I go? I don't have a container, it's a piece of machinery. And he says, yeah, that's the entrance. He says, somebody will be with you in a second. So he says, I'm gonna send somebody in a car. And some guy shows up in a white cargo van, and he says, yeah, that's the entrance. And I said, I'm already past the entrance. Like, is there any other way in where I can go around? And he says, no, just go all the way around, because I was pointing that way. So he says, just go like that, and then basically make a big circle and go back on the Corbin Street and then turn right, you know. And like I mentioned before, there's a Newark International Airport is right close by, and this is the dot. This is where I am. This is 78, this is 95, right? And I'm just right west of New York City. You see, I'm near, yeah, just, you see, Newark Liberty International Airport is on the other side of 95. I think it's called Elizabeth, New Jersey. And so these are all the port, Newark port. That's where all the ships are, right? So That's where it goes. Yeah, I see a red hooked container terminal, but those are container terminals. I don't need a container terminal, and that's why I was confused, because all I see are containers everywhere, right? And you know, being 89 feet long, one little rule I learned is that I don't want to go anywhere where it'll be difficult or impossible for me to turn around. You gotta leave yourself an out, as they say, right? So all the chains are off, and I was able to disconnect. Check this out. That's what they do with the mechanical detach, right? So that timber is the perfect height to disconnect the neck, you see, and I don't have to pay anyone. It's a bit of a hassle, but it works. And like I said, this is what I want to do is, see, this shim is not big enough. Like I can see over here it's actually touching, but on the other side there's a gap. So I just want to put like maybe like a shape like this, like a T shape, so there's some contact there. Anyway, so let's unload this sucker. First I need to build a ramp in here. This forward reverse, this is the starter, this is RPM, this is the whole machine goes up and down. I gotta raise it. This is the speed. Oh, that's just for the conveyor, and this is the conveyor to lift it. And see, it has dual controls. What do you do in a situation like this? See, like it goes in gear, it starts beeping, but nothing happens. So either it has a short clutch, or there's some button that the guy forgot to tell me to push. So we're gonna call the shipper. Let's see what they say. This one doesn't turn, only the rear. This is perfect. No, it's gonna be able to turn. The steering wheel only turns the rear. It's a bit scary. Like this? button pushed in. He wanted me to park it behind that red truck, but now I don't know. Put it down. Oh, I'll leave it like this. Okay, so here was the trick. It was not this, it was this button. This button has to be pulled up. This activates the drives, okay? So basically that's your forward reverse. That's how you steer. This is the starter.
Pull up to stop.
Yeah, basically.
Not that one, no.
No, if this one, hold on, if I do like this, it basically locks the drives. It cannot drive. It starts beeping, but nothing happens. I called the guy, said, how? Oh, he says, check this. And that's, it's this. Has to be up to know to drive. And this is your, and that's it. And you just steer on this way, it's, yeah, once you put it, starts beeping. Just make sure this is up, right? And when you turn, it has to be pushed. You see, like, it cannot go back. You have to push it
down and over.
Yeah. Right. So that's it. So, oh, and these are the
Raise and lower.
These are the back, and this is the front. Up, down, and it will show you the level. Like, and then the that sucker is this one.
All right.
Okay, up down. So because normally when it was on my trailer it was like way down.
Yeah, I've got to put it down. We put it on the ship up the ramp, right?
Yeah, you can raise it, and then yeah, when you do this, all those knives at the bottom, I still have timbers on them because they stuck like a small pieces. So,
okay.
But this helps it to create clearance. And there's a box with books. They gave it to me into the truck, so I don't know where we put it. It's like a box with, because there's no cap.
Put it right there. Over here.
Yeah, it's like this size. It's like
put it up here anyway.
Okay, I'll put it here. Yeah, it's some kind of manuals and
Any additional cutoff?
Well, there's on the sides.
Are you gonna cut them off?
No.
All right.
That's how the guy loaded. He just shut it down, and so that's the secret button. As long as you remember that one. Yeah. Oh, and there's a battery disconnect. I don't know if you guys want me to disconnect the battery.
Yeah, you hit the battery disconnect.
Like the battery disconnect is over here. See, it says on. It says on now. And now it says off. Okay.
Yeah.
You want me to keep it open or?
No, close it. We're the one that put it on the ship, so.
Where is it going? It's going on the ship, right?
Just like that, yeah. When you drive it in, it's fucking scary too. See, that's scary. Sometimes the ramp is like this on the ship. All the way back.
Yeah, when you're driving, I think it would be better if you lower it down, right? When you see those cylinders, because this way
yeah, that.
it goes up and down, like when you lower. But then you see these knives over here.
No, this got to be up. Even this one could go up more.
Yeah, I see where the knives are, like those cutters, right? So you don't want to you don't want to catch anything.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna leave those little timbers in there because they're stuck. Okay, I'll just go grab the books.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, because they're stuck in there.